playing some Jeskai Ponza. I went 2-3 my first league with it. I made some changes. I phased Tron round one. It just absolutely destroyed them, which was hilarious. But yeah. So just on a bunch of main deck, LD versus versus the Tron deck. That's number one. And these LD spells destroy basics, so yeah, we're cantripping while we can even like get our opponents out of basics. Four, we have 3 Erode, 3 Path, 3 Red Orchid, 4 Cleansing Wildflower, 4 Price of Freedom, 3 Wan Si Tong. Wan Si Tong, gets you get a +1/+1 counter and draw every time they search. So with 3 Erode, 3 Path, and all these effects, maybe it'll come off, and that's a card I just added. We have a little bit of the Wizard package: 3 Tameo, 3 Snap, 3 Trainer, 3 Flame. That's really it. Let's just ruin people's days. Sideboard. I am trying 2 Test of Talent, which I think is a pretty cool sideboard card. Basically, when you counter instant sorcery, you can surgical it. They do draw a card if they had a copy in their hand, but taking out Kozilek's commands, show and tells, opponents' flow states, seems like it might be worth the extra mana versus something else you'd play, like Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, Fluster. So, yeah, I'm just curious to see how it works. We're gonna keep. It did just top 8 the showcase. Alright, off oops. This is interesting. We're not card usage, so maybe some sort of depth deck. Card's gonna be pretty annoying. So I think we're gonna get rid of the Ponder. And they fetch a basic, which is obviously doing our work for us, so. Imagine if they're on 1 basic, it'd be pretty amazing. I assume 2 minimum. Okay. Yep, they are on it. See how many basics. 3 basics, that's tough for us. Not many decks are running like 3 basic forests in this style, so. Oh, it's just mono green. Okay, they might have like Berserk and we're just dead. It might just be, yeah, okay. Let's see if they have Berserk also, or if it's just a removal spell. Alright, no, we're not dead. Not dead, at least. Wrath of Disguise off the top. Might have more quick reflexes, which would be tough. See if they have another Legolas quick reflexes. Okay. Wow, dude. Imagine playing. We're trying to play an LD spell, LD deck, and then they, I just said bad luck for me pairing it to this deck. Just such a sick card for them to have. Okay. Echoing Deep to copy Thespian stage. Okay. This having trample is really tough. We have a Talon's Gate, okay. Exiling Tamio. Still have 3 cards in hand. Don't know what they are, but it feels like I could just be dead at any moment. Really don't know what it could be. Like, they didn't play something last turn, Tifa. I had F6, Spirit Guide, okay, that makes sense. Spirit Guide makes a lot of sense. Let's see what we draw here. Maybe have multiple Tifas? If they just replay Tifa, okay. Uh... Not what we wanted. Yeah. Had to force that. So they're gonna put 3 counters. So what is this? The second time, doubled it instead. So it's gonna go to 6 counters. Am I just dead? Yeah, just dead. Dead, but sucks being dead to fetch land. But probably the worst. Yeah, dude. Wow, I am so bad at this game. I guess. All right, just drawing force negations and land. Disruptor flute. Uh, Test of talents might be worth it for like crop rotation type things. Yeah, probably just gonna cut. At least deciding should be pretty easy to just trim this stuff. Consign might actually be worth it. Mm. Uh, Tough. Really unfortunate matchup. Like, I think they had 5 forests. This being a blocker was relevant. Um, yeah, maybe. Let me try this. Yeah, we're just hoping to draw Wrath of Disguise from Medic Ending, Path to Exile, Flame of Venur, just bricked on all of it. The thing is, you just have to force the Reclaimer. And I guess you probably have to force Reclaimer, right? Because of Talon Gate. I guess I'll try it. We have a Force, we have a Wildfire, we have a Surveil. Okay. Helps a Wrath of Disguise plan. Probably better than a random card. Good. Disruptive Flute, Legolas, Quick Reflexes. Okay. Frenzied Balos. Hmm. Test of Talent. Interesting. Definitely want a flow state next turn. This is just creature spells, right? Yeah, creature spells. Okay. So I path this and force this. They have a Sajiri Step. Yeah, Sajiri Step is my only real concern here. I didn't think they had that end Talon's Gate. They missed a land drop last turn, so we're really just on this. I guess I could just have Snap this turn. I have Snap Path. Damn. Hmm. And this could block. Oh no, this is Exalted. That's annoying. Whenever a land enters double, this creature's permanent on turn. Okay. Mm. The Ask-Quick Reflexes cost 3 here. I mean, cost 4, right? 3 more. Wow. That's like the best possible thing, huh? Visagia, I can force anything else, huh? So now I have to. Now I have to Thunder Trap into a white removal, probably. And I brick on white removal. Oh, man. They have Crop Rot, obviously we have to force or we're, like, dead. Do I have to force this? I have 2 forces. I feel like I probably should. Maybe I don't have to. Okay. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Like Wrath of the Skies. Alright. I mean, I actually don't have another spell. Get rid of this. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, Flame of Manure is actually... No, I can't. You have to do this now to play around the quick reflexes. Okay. No, I'm gonna double block. Oh man. Maybe I'm supposed to be attacking here, but I'm just like so paranoid. I'm actually just be dead to crop rotation there, I guess. Okay. They're holding up one green. Let's do this. I could snap flow state here. Was Flamin' or the worst? Is Tamio the worst card here? Think so. Gotta remember not to fetch there. Okay. See if they stage a forest here. They're targeting my Caracas. Okay. Okay. Now I can attack, I think. Okay. Okay. All right. I think they have 5 or 6 forests. Let's just keep track. It's 5 forests. All right. One is greater than 0, so brutal first match. Like just like the worst possible, I think. Test of talents is this word. It's like scale up or I mean I think crop rotation is pretty important. Alright. Run it back, I guess. No green suns, it looks like. No lands. Excellent. Okay. See if they have turn 1 reclaimer. Ugh, turn 1 reclaimer. Or noble. Okay. Okay. Using Spirit Guide to that. Unless I'm dead next turn, I feel like that's okay. I mean, that'll stop me from being able to like scale up Berserk. I can Wildfire my planes for Surveil, which is probably better than nothing. Like, ramping in this deck is pretty huge. Okay. Let's see if they have Cub. I know Cub is big. So here we'll get Archive. Don't need another Flow State. I think we have to pop that. That's turn 3 because of Cleansing Wildfire and Flagstones also. We can Brainstorm to get draw 2 from Flow State next turn. Wow, let's go! I mean, I think you gotta keep with Ponder. Reanimator's gonna be fucking tough. With this deck. 8 LDs and a deck that needs no lands is gonna be pretty hard to beat. Lotus Petal, Dark Rid, and Thought Seize Yourself, Collective Brutality, discard, reanimate. Only good thing is we get to just go Tundra, Ponder. Any order? Yes. Okay. Obviously, if they just have Thoughtseize, though, it's pretty shit. If they go looting, we get to not fawn it and hope for the best. They Thoughtseize. Let's see. I just gotta hope they don't have a another looting, I guess. Or they get a natty surveil, which happens to me all the time. Well, they had Unmasked, Thoughtseize, Shallowgrave. Alright. Well played, opponent. Alright. Surgical. Surgical, Containment Priest, Test of Talent. Uh, all the L&D spells, like, think about. Uh, you could bring in Consign, I guess, for like an Atraxa ability. Wood Orc and Phantom stops Stronghold Gambit. Probably want Pyroblast for show and tell. Uh, and like a Disruptor Flute, maybe. Okay. At least it was a fast one. Basic Forest. Forest. Okay. Containment Priest and Test of Talents up here. If they're playing the same list, they only have one removal spell to Containment Priest. It's a one of a braid, so. Aside from that, they left the card on top. If they pick up one of these cards, then unfortunately just gonna probably scoop. Like, yeah, I was like, if they just name like Test of Talents right now, then unfortunately can't verse that. Okay. So I can test the talents this. Then how do I lose? They have like a braid into show and tell. I Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, this lets me look at their hand, so we know how to play. Yeah, they have they have Collective Brutality. Okay, so we just force Collective Brutality. Okay, good. I don't know if it's gonna put it in the corner. It does for some cards, but not others. Gambit. C. Brutality. Gambit C. Brutality. Rit. Grizzly. Okay, it does put it here. Good. Yeah, they put Brutality. We obviously just force it. Pitching this. Okay. Thing is, Yorion stops collecting Stronghold Gambit also, which is pretty fucking funny. Like Yorion just stopping Stronghold Gambit is amazing. The sideboarding seemed to make a lot of sense. I think we're gonna do the same thing. Right, let me read Stronghold Gambit. Right, like only the one with the lower mana cost enters. They choose a card. They reveal their chosen card. The owner of each creature card revealed this way with the lowest mana cost puts on the battlefield. Yep. I guess I could bring in Hydro Blast. It's probably better than like the removals. Maybe even Consign is like better. Like if they get it in play, I'm in trouble. Oh, Wrath of the Skies can come out. There we go. That's like pretty easy. Okay. Alright. That makes sense. Prismatic Ending is good for what? They're not running. They're in 4 Animate Dead, so. But I guess like a road is better then at that point. So. Okay. Let's try this sideboarding plan. Little tweaked from game 2. Hope they mulligan to 3. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can mulligan. Hopefully, let's go for a turn 1. No, that's the issue, right? Like that's why you can't mold them multiple hate pieces. And there's a reason to keep Tameo in hand in case they have the Stronghold Gambit. And they took Tameo, so they have Stronghold Gambit. Okay, but now that means we can ponder into a creature also. Because that makes me think they have Gambit that they want to play next turn. We're looking for a force or a creature, and that's none of them. Alright, looks like we're fucking cooked. Turn 2 Stronghold Gambit, and we bricked on creatures and counter magic. Oh, they're just gonna Cabal Therapy Surgical? Or they're gonna enforce the will and then do the Gambit? Yeah, so they have Gambit, damn, like, so... That means, like, negation or any creature would have done well. Which is a fair amount. I mean, 15 creatures. Yeah. Oh, it's show and tell. Interesting. So here I think I have like surgical dark ritual. I guess I should have surgical show and tell. Yeah, not liking our chances here. Just not really liking them. They're going to 1. God, I wish I ran lightning bolt. Wish I ran lightning bolt. I'm trying to think if there's. I guess I have to. I mean, they're gonna be able to discard fatties now too, so I think I'm just cooked. The only good thing is Reanimate's offline, but they definitely like animate that or Shallow Grave. So there's nothing cheeky I could do to deal 1 damage, unfortunately. Was that Prismari Charm that deals 1 damage to anyone? Yeah, they have Shallow Grave in hand. Yeah, we just have to go for Flow State. Nope. Eldrazi? Eldrazi Chalice on 1 would be interesting. Alright, that's what it is. Eldrazi Chalice 1. Okay, we have the Wrath of the Skies. Okay. And when someone doesn't have results, having a Chalice deck is not surprising. Alright. Alright. Put Mystic Sanctuary out there. Hopefully I don't have Wasteland. A lot of them have cut Wasteland for the... Was it Petrified Hamlet, I believe? Fleshraker will be scary. Yeah, alright. That's scary. They usually have second pedal. They don't, but... Alright, no red mana for this Flame of Anor. They have like thought. Looks like they're probably gonna have like Thought Knot Seer to take my Wrath. Those guys. They might take Flame of Anor. Oh, it's Reality Smasher. Yeah, it's gonna be a quick clock. Okay. I mean, red source. I just Flame of Anor. Red source 1-time dealer. Let's go. Do it main phase. In case they have like if I go to fetch and they Kozilek's command this, I don't get 2 modes. So I can actually use this to blow up the Chalice right now also. Yeah, it's probably better. So I'll probably use this to discard Wrath of this guy's. I'm going to leave this back in case I need it for some reason. And there is a chance I might need it, so. Alright, another land. Instantly played it. K command worst possible. Be for X is 4. Or I mean, Fleshraker into into Wrath of the Skies would be worse, but point stands. It was paper, and you just showed me it. I could just there you go. All right, all right, all right. Sideboard land destruction plan should have text here. Damping Sphere comes in. Test of Talents is almost worth it just for K command, as it's like really like one of the only cards you care about. The rest seems fine. You want all this removal. You want all this LD. Yeah, negation over test of talent, and then what are the other 3 cards? I feel like Tameo is pretty bad. Maybe on the play it's like on the draw it's Tameo, on the play it's like Ponder. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, Eldrazi is really not a deck that sees play anymore. Like, because Tron is just like so much better of a colorless deck. But hopefully our 11 land destruction spells have text. And we have an Answer to Chalice, we have a Force of Will, we have a land destruction spell, so all this seems great. I just have to be calm and like not lose patience over our opponent playing slowly, which is their right. It's just my own personal thing I have to work through. Not the F6 through a Petrified Hamlet. If they... Yeah, I'm probably just going to go for a Wan Shutong here, then. Wan Shutong seems better. I'd rather use this on a... Yeah, like an Ayavugan. We'll definitely force a Fleshraker. Yeah, fuck this card. Oh, I have to lose my Lorien for that, but I just think it has to be done. So we'll go get a Tundra, and hopefully we'll draw like a land in the next 2 turns. First time we're casting Wansitong, so curious. So we actually get 2 draws, right? We actually get a draw step, Wansitong, and Cleansing Wildfire. Not worth brainstorming here. We need to make sure we cast Cleansing Wildfire. We're going to land. It's catastrophic. Land? Wow. I suck at this game. Alright, they can't K command this right now, which is good. Oh, it's just one of the with this. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Oop. Okay. Definitely just getting that off the field. It's so easy to die to that. They go K command. It does infinite damage. Yeah. Alright. Having the pedal is just always so backbreaking. Just so irritating. But not backbreaking, more irritating than anything. And they missed a land drop that turn, so very interested in doing this. We drew a forest, which is nice, and we drew in a road. Okay. A road, I feel like it's going to have to wait one turn so we can hold up Test of Talents for K-Command. Yeah, alright. They just have triple... Okay. Alright, they can K-Command for one. The fuck? They have a... No, they have a third one. Oh, I got a line breaker. Yeah, I have to go after the line breaker, I think. And they use the ability, which they shouldn't have. It does let me draw an extra card. Prismatic Ending, awesome. Wanzi Tong has definitely brainstorming, maximizing mana here. Okay. Alright, Wanchi Tong. Alright, if the last card is Reality Smasher, really hoping it's just K-Command. Would love to test the talents of K-Command here. That would be like, oh man, would that be Chef's Kiss? I feel like it's K-Command. I feel like Reality Smasher taps more easily. Alright, it's K-Command. Oh, we get to test the talents. We get to test the talents of K-Command. Like, and we get to remove the best card in their deck. They have what? Line Breakers, Wastegate Battle Mage, which doesn't do anything. Sire of Seven Deaths is a pain in the ass. Obviously, we have 4 Cavern. 2 Smasher. Only 3 Thought Not Seer, which is interesting. Okay. Alright, that's awesome. Water Phantom. Okay, cool. I don't have white. I guess I can flow state into that, right? So we go like this, this, flow state, plateau, test of talents, plateau. All right. Cool. That was awesome. Yeah, test of talents on K Command seems amazing. I'm gonna draw like this. Alright, reveal Yorion Sky Nomad. Damping Sphere, Force of Negation. This hand is very close. We have a Fawn for a Chalice, especially if they go like Lotus Petal. I don't love this, but I think it's a keep. Hopefully they go like land Lotus Petal Chalice. Kind of want to negation this instead. Though I guess if they go Fleshraker, I just erode the Fleshraker on their upkeep. Yeah, okay. 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 Yeah, so we just go. Yeah, because they could kick. I mean, they could come in for 0. I guess I should have been draw step. I'm sorry. Draw step is probably a little better. Another one? Dude, double. They've had so many Fleshrakers. They've had so many Fleshrakers this match. God. Do I have Damping Sphere? Damping Sphere doesn't feel like it's doing anything. I feel like I just have to brainstorm. Thank God. Alright. Probably put both Snapcasters. No, I want to get rid of one of the Snapcasters. Okay. I mean, next turn I have Snap Erode. No, no, a third Fleshraker. A Barrowglyph, dude? That's just fucking, that's insane. Have to do this main phase because of K Command could exile the Erode from the graveyard. Barrowglyph and fucking Eldrazi. If they have K Command, I'm fucked, so. Yep, there it is. Consign to memory or force will. Oh, okay. Alright, that's huge. Huge. Another temple, okay. Wow, they must be drawing dead, which is amazing. A road. A land, probably. Okay, I think on my life total I could Thundertrap Trainer here. Get a consign. If we get the untap, then I'll feel like we got it. Yeah, it looks like they're flooding. And they are playing their lands out, which is probably correct versus what we were doing. Yeah, I don't think... I think I'd rather have... I kind of want to snap Flow State, I think. Did I play a land? I played Caracas. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Okay. Put Yorion in the hand, say go. It lets me hold up Consign in a road. Enforce negation. Okay. Tie with a snappy. Let's go snap Price of Freedom on Temple. Keep pressure in play. They probably shouldn't have taken two there. They have Dismember? Yeah. Alright, now I think it's a good time for Damping Sphere. We're so far ahead on mana. There's a Chalice on one. Probably just let it go, right? Don't think it matters. I feel like Dismember here. Or, yeah, oh, it could be Warping Wheel? No, it has to be Dismember. Alright, put them to 1. They have 3 mana. We have Force. Should be good to go. Cool. Here we go, Tundra. Hope they waste us. Maybe they think we're on a like a one-lander Tameo hand. Swamp, okay. Alright. Looks like it's probably another combo deck. Probably just Reanimator. What a Swamp Thoughts is. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... just blow this up. Island, okay. So it's just Demir. And they just had the basic swamp. Okay. The fact that they got rid of, if they're on classic Demir with just 2 basics, then them having the swamp and then getting wildfired is pretty relevant. Okay. Yeah, unfortunate no Tron 4 matches. Feel like it's pretty part of what was it? It's the 3rd highest in the meta. Looks like a very strong deck. Requires little format knowledge, so I was expecting more of it. Netherglaive, okay. Sure. One of the cards I'd rather have like Path to Exile. I don't really care about this right now, I don't think. Let's draw a card around the Bowmasters. Play this and say go. Tameo's already +2 cards. Take 2. I guess they're not casting anything because it would have been better to cast it pre-combat. Click it. Okay. I could fetch in a road here, but if they take a road, then I still have my Wansi Song. And it sort of incentivizes them to go main phase Bowmasters. Bowmaster is really the only card we're like a little bit worried about. They can't even what's it, flow state for 2 right now. Took Wanshi Tong. Wow. I'm definitely just gonna get archive here. Try to surveil for some creature removal. Okay. 4 cards in hand. No counter magic cast yet. Hmm. Alright, let's go to combat. Let's see what happens. Attacks, okay. Uh, See if they have the Bowmasters for the Erode, and then they would. I mean, if they have Force on the Erode. Okay, so we let this happen. They don't have Force, so they have another basic. They are on 3 basics, okay? Brainstorm or Ponder here would be pretty nuts. See if they have days. They don't have days. Okay. Alright, they're out of basics. See if they have Kaito here, maybe? Like, even if they have Kaito, what are they doing? Are they just tapping Tamio down? Or are they just trying to get one card? If they don't have land Bowmasters, we should be in pretty good shape. I mean, tapping down Tamio makes a lot of sense. Alright, they're just going for the Surveil too. They might be trying to get lucky, Surveil an instant, and cast Flow State, maybe? And they got rid of a Flow State and a Wasteland, so they Surveilled 2 to the yard. And they had the 3rd Slotsies, okay. I mean, we should be able to Mystic Sanctuary, Erode, draw 2, flip Tamio. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. Not to jinx ourselves. I mean, they need to have. Let's see. Okay. We just cleaned that up real nice. And now our Tamio flips. Okay, your turn. They had 3 Thoughtseize. Let's see if they have Flow State now. Okay. Alright. That's their second Flow State. They've used 3 Thoughtseizes and 2 Flow States. Okay. Second card drawn. Not like they didn't have a bauble or anything. And what are they on? Two surveillance right now? 4 C's, 2 surveillance. Let's look at a basic bitch version. One swap. Oh, this one has two on. This one only has one island. They probably copied the showcase list. Yeah, I'm gonna assume they copied the showcase list. 3 ghost quarters in the board. Dude, this format sucks. if you have to have three fucking ghost quarters in the board of a 4 wasteland deck, dude, like that's your format's not great. Oh man. Up 5 minutes ahead on the clock. Obviously an insane Magic the Gathering card. So we have several options here, depending on if we think they have a Bowmasters or a Force. Mathematically, they're more likely to have Force blue card than Bowmasters. I don't think it should be on Mystic Sanctuary. If they have like Days plus Bowmasters, what's like the? I was thinking about kicking this. So I'm probably just going to take this up. Do that right away. But if they have Bowmaster, if I go for Brainstorm, they can't stop, like, snap and kill the Bowmaster, so I'm kind of a fan, right? Because I go Brainstorm, snap, they can't Daze also. But then they'll have a Tamiyo, which is a little annoying. I guess it's like, do we want to play around Tamiyo? They also didn't cast a Brainstorm yet, but what if they have just flipped the Tamiyo right away? Like, and ticked up? Like, that seems like it'd be much better. So with Brainstorm. This will beat out. It just has to be Bowmaster if they have another one. Yeah, okay. Obviously, they have another one, which forces my action a little bit. So we'll just go Snap Path the Bowmaster. I have to be careful not to hit Yield All. That thing really is, like, pretty scary. Okay. Alright, they get a 1-1, and now we get the cast. Now Brainstorm resolves. Wanchi-Tong is kind of sick. It gives them a fatal push target. That they wouldn't have before. But I guess if like their card is fatal push, it's not that bad. Next turn I kinda wanna kick Thundertrap Trainer. What allows they have third Bowmaster, I guess. I guess they go. Yes, they should only have one more Underground Sea that isn't like a wasteland. I wish I could play this for one more. This is ultimating in a turn. So okay. They have 4 Thought Seizes. Can we beat 4 Thought Seizes? Let's see. I mean, I have 2 blockers. Can they really deal with this? But then I do need an answer. Let's get back flow state. I want to be a little bit of a coward. Wow, that's pretty insane. Last card is Days. I still have just Chump and then play this. Yeah. Okay. So they had the best possible as their last card, and we're still, like, reasonable. Because I could just throw Wan Chi Tong in front, and then we could trade here. Yeah, that's fine. I guess unless they top deck Bowmasters again. That fourth Thoughtseize was pretty annoying. They should have attacked with this. They fucked up. It's actually a big deal they didn't attack with this because I down ticked. Oh wow, those are fucking good cards. They have another push. Okay. Snap Flame of Anora are pretty good fucking cards. And this can't attack now. Like, I'll lose my Tammy, that's fine. I could have done this for one more to play around, like, to block this. Because it's attacking for 5, so I could have, like, bounced. But I think I want to block Tamio. So we just have Snapcaster Wrath of Disguise for 1. Wow, that was sick. Quad Thoughtseize, huh? Alright. Nice Demir deck. So I'm assuming they copy and pasted the this one got 9th in the showcase. What would they bring in versus? I don't know. Hydroblast maybe? I don't know. So the question is, do we want Pyroblast specifically just for like a Temio? I guess it hits flow state, so it's probably worth it. Uh what else what else are we forcing, like aside from fucking flow state on like any of their 4-ofs is like pretty sick. Force wall is always so tough. Let's try this. Learning, right? Reveal Yorion, Sky Nomad. Yeah, you just keep these, right? Answer to Tamio. Like, cut 2 forces, drew 1, which sucks, but a flow state just to get out of your hand. Damn you, okay, sure. Go Thundering Falls in case we find Pyroblasts. Go Thunder Trap Trainer here. Set up Flame of Anor. I feel like they had Brainstorm, they would have done it. Yeah, pretty annoying to get wasted, but is what it is. We are 4 minutes out on clock. Not irrelevant with how low they are. Yeah, that shows that they didn't know what they wanted to do. To, like, play Wasteland main phase 1, attack, and main phase 2 do this. Now we're putting them in a position where they have to have Force of Will, which is nice. Because we do have Force backup, so... Sure. Okay. It's close about plateau or plains, but I feel like one of the only ways we're losing here. This allows them to draw the clue. Alright, we just got rid of Tamiya. The Tamiya got one clue. They do get a land off this. There's no play, so... It's got a wall of 1/2s. And there's what do you call it? There are times where we can just like block and then path our own creature. Or if they go to like Fatal Push 1, we just path it to ramp. So it's like totally reasonable. They just drew us a card, so if we path it to ramp, like certainly fine. I don't think doing it like haphazardly is worth it though. Yeah, we just run this out, you know. And here I'm not attacking because if they have Bowmasters plus Kaito, you just want to be able to interact. Like, just have 2 blockers up. Like that. Okay. We can also see what they do. If they go to push, then they're trying to get trying to clear the way so they can attack through. Like say they attack with both, we block, or they just attack with this, we block. They play another Bowmaster, we can just path one. Yep, there you go. Exactly what we were expecting. We do have a question here about do we want to let this resolve just because of the... I mean, we have a Snapcaster Mage. So I think it's just fine. Because they don't even know what they want to do with this. They have 11 minutes left. We just time them out, honestly. We're just playing a lot faster. We're 5 minutes ahead of the clock already. I think because we have removal plus snap removal that we could fight over. So they're doing damage here. No response. And now they have 2 damage to put somewhere. Like now, this is just totally fine, right? Like they can only take out one of these, so. Yeah, it's like they messed up, so they're here. So yeah, just. So say no response here. Okay. They might have days, which could be a little annoying. But we could just draw Wrath at us, guys. But with double cleansing wildfire, pretty incentivized. They might let the path happen just so they can get land. Like they've been missing land drops. So they can daze and slow their land drops. Yeah, so they're just gonna daze. Okay. Um. I mean, I can't even like Flame of Anor this and this and see if they have another daze. I mean, if they have exactly Kaito, then dazing would stop them from playing Kaito anyway. So yeah, let's just try that. Okay. All right, they got 9 minutes left. Any removal for this turns these on. Alright. That's Mystic Sanctuary, so. It all depends if they have Force Wall or not. Which is definitely a reasonable card. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So here we just Mystic Sanctuary or Road back. See if they have Surgical or not. I mean, they know about it. There's really no reason to tank on it, so. Okay. Alright, they're down to 3 lands. They drew another land. That's tough. They have Kaito. We have Snapcasters. No Kaito. Okay. Another Barwave, a Murktide. Looks like Murktide. If I draw a land, I can Wrath of Disguise, X7. Which is kind of funny. Ponder. I feel like with all the paths and stuff I have in my deck, it's like close enough. If they have counter magic, the thing is, if they have counter magic, they have counter magic, right? It doesn't really matter. Oh, it's Bowmasters? Wow, Bowmasters. So Bowmasters means if I draw a white removal spell for this, I can Wrath, then kill Murktide. I guess I have Pyroblast also. So as long as their last cards aren't like Force Blue card, you know. I kind of want Ponder, I guess. Right, because yeah, no matter what, I have to do this. So one more damage doesn't matter. So look, one deeper. That actually. Yeah, the Chumper. So, not many pushes they're running. Probably shouldn't run very many pushes, so we'll see. Land Kaito could tap it down. I gotta use the bathroom so badly. Snuff Out. Why are you playing Snuff Out versus me? They killed my Thundertrap trainers and Snapcasters, I guess. We're drawing land anyway. Actually, would have been pretty interesting. Like destroy land, and then actually we almost take them off swamps. So for Snuff Out. We just run it back. Do we want forces? Not sure where that went wrong. May is better than Test of Talent. Did they even resolve a flow state? I don't remember how we lost that game. I guess it was just triple Bowmaster again. They had triple Bowmaster both games. maybe it's okay to cut 2 of these for 2 forces because we have so much card advantage. And they do have 3 basics, so. So here I think we just go Surveilland. Yeah, I think I basically it's like very close, but oh, they wasted my Caracas. I didn't realize that. Got the Brainstorm main phase. Ooh, Cleansing Wildfire. Hmm. Got all these are great. I think I want everything. But Cleansing Wildfire is probably the least important, so let's do that. I guess they should have hidden Flow State in case they top deck Thoughtseize. Oh, they have another Tamiya then. Just Ponder, okay. So letting me cast Flow State? Interesting. Very interesting to let that happen. Prismatic Ending and Cleansing Wildfire. That got so many 2-for-1s, it's so sick. No shuffle. Up 8 minutes on clock now. Point is 3 minutes on clock. You just like want them to have a. They might have a Murktide, which is a little scary. All right, really. All right, so now I just talked myself. So the only thing I want to do right now is find an answer for Murktide, because that's the only thing I'm worried about. Do I want to land? No, I already have a land drop, so I think we can get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah, I have an answer. Because if they have Bowmaster, I'll just brainstorm in response, untap, and then we'll just have to answer the Kaito. Which we have a decent amount of answers for Kaito. Bricked on them all, though. So probably land. What's the best draw? Just best card. Ending, maybe. Hopefully they have to attack with both. We could eat Bowmaster before that. Again, this would be like an insane time for Snuff Out. Okay. No block. Maybe I'm supposed to block because they obviously have Kaito. Because they probably have second Bowmaster and Kaito. And if they have second Bowmaster Kaito, what's the play? Maybe I messed up there. Okay, they're just doing that. Which gives me so many outs. Because if they have another Bowmasters, I guess we do this so it enters with one counter. So I can't get Bowmastered. And I'm just gonna chump with Thundertrap Trainer. They have 3 cards left in hand. Is Murktide? Murktide and tapping this down. Oh, they just didn't even... Alright, so I don't think they have Bowmasters. They let that go. Okay. Price of Freedom. Wow, Learn Revealed. Yeah, the shuffle though. Third Flame of Anor, huh? I have to survive 1 minute. Can we survive 1 minute? Yeah. So I just take the damage now because, like, what's 5 damage? They can't draw a card. Hmm. White Orchid Phantom, huh? All right. Wow. Woo. Crazy. Uh, Looks like they're on Sneak and Show. Man, 2 cantrips on the play. Let's go Island Ponder for now, just to make sure they're on the same deck. Okay. Okay. Like Ancient Tomb be like the worst thing to see, probably. Land stock up, maybe? Okay. Let me look at their list. 3 Yeagersill. Okay. So now we can draw a prismatic ending at least. Probably have to flow state. I forgot I have Price of Freedom also. Forgot Price of Freedom destroys artifacts. Alright, see if they get lucky. They have 3 draws at it's an 8 outer only. And they hit the how sick is that? 8 outer and they hit 2 of the 8. Alright, at least it'll be a fast one. At least it'll be a fast one. Opponent hits 2 out of 8 with 3 looks, which is so fucking impressive. Alright. Consign, Pyro, Hydro. Containment Priest. Disruptor Flute. Test of Talents. Cut the Cleansing Wildfires. The White Orchid Phantoms. The Wrath of the Skies. You want to have the creature removal because they will bring in like Hexing Squelcher. But maybe we could trim 1. Maybe trim like a 1 tongue. Alright, let's try that. Maybe we want Null Rod. Alright, no matter what, we have a 3-2 locked up, so I'm pretty proud. Okay. And they might bring in Mages to the Moon, so be mindful if we draw fetch land. First time seeing the stash. Yeah, it happened last week for work, but appreciate the support. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Yeah, it's like an OSHA thing. Prismatic Vista, wow. 4 Vista, 4 Tarn. Damn, dude. I am just pretty fucking unlucky, I guess. And obviously it's Atraxa, the best possible. Damn, just the Aegressel hitting 2 creatures and then the show and tell Atraxa on turn 2 where we beat Ralph and Mikey and Emrakul is definitely tough. And they run 7 basics, so we're definitely not winning that way. Like, this is definitely for Eagercell. Look at that. Hype train started. Appreciate that. Yeah. OSHA. Exactly. Exactly. So I need to have, with the filters on the side. So it's like an annual thing. Like, I think I never have to use the mask, but it's just like because we produce chemicals, it's mandated, so. Stock up, Force Will, Sneak Attack, Emrakul, Prismatic Fist to Eagercell. They just get 6 fucking cards. That's crazy. Surveil, I guess. Feeling like we don't have a shot here, but maybe Caracas can. Alright, that gives us flow state for 2. Our 2 losses are going to be combo, which is not with what with what we were trying to beat, so. They discarded Stock Up, Island, Yggdrasil, Forceful. Okay. Obviously, they can still have more of them, but. Okay. I would Sneak Attack. We obviously will just Hydro it. And then we'll force back up. Yeah. I do have the option of just untapping. Just untapping and snap. But then I can't Fawn to protect that, so. Okay. Let's get Thunder Trap in. Disruptor Flute. Probably naming Show and Tell. I guess if they just Show and Tell in. They would have Show and Telled last turn. So. Alright, actually, so I can let this happen. Because they have. It's not like they have. I can just response like a Lotus Petal. They can't go Island and just cast Show and Tell, so. 2 forces are gone, though. For whatever it's worth, they discarded one and used one, so. But we do have to, like, attack them and win, you know? This being I have 2 answers to Yggdrasil, which is nice. Which means Disruptor Flute will be on Show and Tell or Sneak Attack. So I think I'm gonna go Show and Tell. Well, that's a great draw. Might be the best draw in the deck. So third stock up. The play is probably just end of turn Containment Priest attack. If they use a force there. They have third force, that's pretty tough. Alright. So they didn't bring in a braid then. Alright. We either have a 4-1 or a 3-2 here. Maybe surgicals are better. We did beat an Atraxa trigger there, which is nice. Is Null Rod worth it just for... It might be. Alright, let's try it. Last one, 2.5 hour league. Thank y'all for hanging out. 30 people here. Definitely follow if you're new. Got some Prime, that's great. My beautiful wife, who just messaged me. Like, why aren't you in bed? It's like I have a fucking 2.5 hour league with this bullshit I thought I was gonna lose very quickly with. Uh, okay. Ooh, Test of Talents, which I really, really want for show and tell. But no Pyroblast, no Hydroblast, no Force Wall, no Force Negation make it a little bit suspect. Unfortunately, I think we have the mold path is like pretty bad. This is bad, but at least we have a Ponder, so we just get rid of the path. Okay. Probably have to keep. See the turn 2 show and tell again. Okay, stock up here. We can go for the surgical stock up play, which sort of allows us to. That's their card advantage card, and it allows us to play around what they may have. And I would do that before I do anything on my turn. And they have one in hand. Wow, I'm a genius. Okay. So their hand is... Yeah, alright. So with this hand, we're definitely just going to go Thundertrap Trainer for Force Negation. Alright, that felt like super big brain. Maybe it was like obvious, but I think it was made a lot of sense. Swelling turn. Okay, Brainstorm is like not very annoying, so we have an idea of what they have in hand, so Ponder. See if they blast that. They don't blast it. Wow. Consign and negation. Wow. The only thing they really taxed on is red mana. I think I want negation and then draw land. This path is like... I hate putting Karakas into play here. So I can only fawn once. If they go show until I fawn, they pyro. Yeah. A little awkward. Versus pyros. I guess technically they had 2 red elemental blasts in hand. It's not red and pyro, so I can snap surgical and then fawn again. Alright, it's island, okay. So they go show and tell. They go show and tell. God, this is they're going to draw fetch, which is really bad. Thing is, they have multiple show and tells. But if their plan is to put sneak attack in, they had to find Atraxa for it to matter. But I don't have like a Hydra Blast on top or anything. Maybe I'll have to shuffle them. If I don't double fawn here. But the thing about then Snap Circle doesn't do anything. Maybe I have to path Thundertrap Trainer. Damn. Maybe I fucked this up. If I let it go and they have Atraxa, like Atraxa's the only one that matters, right? So they obviously have it. Maybe I have to take the consign. Let this go, consign the trigger. And then, but then I still just have sneak attack in play, and I don't know how I'm beating it. I guess what I could do is fawn it. They elemental blast. So I go fawn. Alright. I have an idea. It may not work, but it's pretty awkward. So I could surgical red blast or show and tell. It has to be show and tell. Alright, they have 2 attractions in hand. No rebs. Okay. So I just have to find a Hydroblast. Okay. So I do think I have to path myself now. So double force negation would have won then. They actually shuffled away a Reb, which is wild, I guess. Let's fucking... Oh, they have a braid. They have a braid, but they don't have 2 reds. Alright. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude. So if I flute... Oh my god, this is so stressful. They have fucking a braid, dude. God. I mean, I'll just take 7, I guess. It gives me 1 turn to find Containment Priest, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if would you guys play it differently? This is like... They have 2 Atraxes, yeah. Okay. So I have to Surveil, and I have Yorion. God. If they draw another red card, I'm just fucked, right? Alright, so I think I have to do this, consign the trigger, and bounce it. And then Surveil to try to find an answer for this. If they found a force or something, I lose anyway. Oh my god. Brainstorms. Ah, fucking prismatic ending that doesn't do anything, damn. Alright. Fucking brutal, damn. So I just had to have double force negation here, lose my Snapcaster. Alright. Fun run, fun run. Close last game. Didn't face Tron at all, which was like, you know, the point of building the deck, but uh the fact is we like even our losses were 1-2, very close games. Cool, yeah, it's hard. Legacy, this is the hardest for me personally. Legacy has ever been to like brew something interesting. So I hope you all find it interesting and enjoyed it. I'll probably edit this and put it on YouTube because it was unique and something that you know I don't do very often. And yeah, I mean the deck was cool. Probably small tweaks to be had, but in general, very happy with how it performed. So thank you all for hanging out. Follow if you're new for sure.